Hi guys, welcome to Full Time Devils. This is tomorrow's transfers. Today, it's Friday night. These are Saturday's transfers coming up in today's show. How are you guys all been doing? Hope you've been doing well. We've got loads to discuss today. We've got to talk about a goalkeeper that could potentially be coming in, but I'll tell you my opinions on that. We could be talking about a central defensive midfielder that could be coming in. And we could be talking a few other things as well, as we'll be answering your questions in tomorrow's transfers today. So get involved in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to Full Time Devils. Like, comment and share. Listen, today we've got some good news, kind of, if it's true, to come. But we'll speak about that a little bit later on. I'm going to hit up some of your comments and let the numbers build before we get stuck into the main juicy bits. So let's have a look. According to my sources, the bar is still shaking from Lukaku's shot, says Football King. I like that. And I think you've got some credible sources, because what a shot that was. And what a shot it was for his goal as well. I thought he had taken it too wide. I thought he'd have to take a touch before shooting it in. And he shot it in without taking a first touch. It was an incredible shot and great confidence to get it away. Great goal for him. Great goal for Rashford yesterday. It was a good workout for Manchester United. And like Jose said, it was a good training session. That's exactly what it was. I mean, it's always nice to beat Manchester City, but that was their first pre-season game of the summer. And they'll just be getting into the swing of things. So let's not get too carried away just yet. But I'm definitely feeling confident and I'm buzzing about the season ahead. Codename someone. It moved very quickly. Sorry about that. What socks are you wearing? Says Rick. I'm not wearing any socks. I've got the old Adidas sliders on. So I'm not wearing any socks today, and now I've lost my slider. So thank you for getting involved, mate. I hope we buy Jemba. Promising youngster, says someone absolutely mental in the comments, but that one's moved on quickly, so I've already forgotten about the name, and I can't see the name. Matic will be good for us, says Jacob. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Someone asked, have I just woken up? Are you on? Who wakes up at 11 p.m. for fuck's sake? Maybe I look a little bit tired because I was up late watching the game, and I've had an early morning today as well, so maybe that's why I'm looking a little bit fatigued. But apart from that, I'm all good. And you're a cheeky little shite, aren't you? About tired. Get out. It's Friday night and you want to do me like that? That's not nice, is it? That's not nice at all. Anyway, we're going to get stuck into the first story of tomorrow's transfers today. And it's regarding Schmeichel. No, not Peter Schmeichel. His son, Kasper Schmeichel, the Premier League winner at Leicester City when they did that incredible season and won the league. And he says there's a story linking him with Manchester United in the Mirror, but it starts with a quote from Kasper Schmeichel saying he's fully committed to Leicester. So what the fuck is the point in this article? Excuse my French. What's the point in this article? I really don't understand. Now, I heard Peter Schmeichel speaking on TalkSport a couple of weeks ago, and he said if Man United were to come in for his son, it'd be a dream. And I can guess it's something they've spoken about, because, I mean, Peter Schmeichel was the best keeper in the world when he was at Old Trafford. He won it all, won the treble on his last season. And I'm sure Kasper Schmeichel growing up, helping him lift trophies on the pitch at Old Trafford on the final day of seasons and travelling in with to cup finals and games with Manchester United. I'm sure he's got some love for Manchester United in there. Obviously, he's spent time at Manchester City in the past as well. But I'm sure Kasper Schmeichel, Peter Schmeichel, would love him to come to Manchester United. Now, it says the Dane is among possible replacements for David De Gea, with Real Madrid expected to renew their interest. Now, if you remember, the Mirror, the Sun, and all these other bogus bullshit newspapers said that Manchester United were speaking to Joe Hart, trying to get that little thing in there. So now that Joe Hart's moved to West Ham, I think they're just bored. There's not a lot being leaked at this moment in time from Manchester United. We've signed Lindelof. Everyone thought we were signing Michael Keane in England. We signed Lukaku. Everyone thought we were signing Morata. So it's like they don't know what's going on. It's like journalists don't have a clue. I know most of you know that already. but most of them don't have a clue. And it's funny seeing him link everybody and anybody with us on the basis of a little quote that Kasper Schmeichel's committed to Leicester. So him saying he's committed has led them to write an article saying that he's on his way to Manchester United, which is a little bit weird, isn't it? It's a little bit weird. And Jamie's on crack as well. Full Time Devils was the first Manchester United fan channel. We don't copy anybody. Everybody else followed us. Just remember that, bitch. And yes, I called you a bitch for talking shit in the comments. Moving on from that, the Sun, the scumbags at Murdoch's Sun, have said Manchester United miss out on Fiorentina striker Federico Bernardeschi set to join Juventus. Now, pardon me if I'm wrong, but I can't remember ever seeing an article linking us with Bernardeschi. Now, I know some of you guys have asked about Bernardeschi in the comments. I don't agree with Bernardeschi at all. I don't think Bernardeschi should be linked to Man United. And he's being linked to Juventus, set to join them for £36 million apparently. And apparently we've missed out on him. Alright. Yeah, we believe you, The Sun. We believe you. That racist rag of a newspaper, The Sun. We believe you. We believe those Tories at The Sun, don't we? No, we don't. They're talking shite again. And now, an article that is... We're coming to the main bit now, so I'm going to read some of your comments before we move on any further. We've got over 1,000 people in here at the moment. If you don't know, this is Full Time Devils. This is tomorrow's transfers today. If you're new and you haven't subscribed, subscribe now. We do regular live streams on transfers, match previews, match reviews, fan cams at the ground, reviews at the ground. We do Skype call-ins. We do all sorts. We are the #1 spot for Manchester United fan content. So make sure you subscribe and keep it locked to Full Time Devils, because we've got loads of content coming for you throughout the summer and of course into the season as well. We've got everything covered here, mate. So make sure you keep it locked and subscribe. Kyrie to Spurs. I don't know who that is. Fuck the son, says Kabucho. Shahu, you're going to get blocked. If anyone mentions Chicharito, you're getting blocked from the comments. Now, I can't exactly block you from the comments, but I'm saying it. I'm putting my foot down. Somehow, I'm going to get you blocked. Darren, I am not a journalist, although I do appreciate the positive content. The comment, sorry, I'm not a journalist. I am just a presenter / fan of football. I'm not a journalist. I never profess to be. I know some people like to lie and say they're journalists and they have sources and they know what's going on the inside and they know this and they know that. But mate, that's not me. I'm not a journalist. I'm just talking to you about the news. I'm telling you if I think it's reliable or not. I might be wrong, but my gut instincts tell me never to believe the Sun. Anyway, moving on from that. Manchester United have been linked with Nemanja Matic again today. Now, I did a video on my YouTube channel, which, a cheeky plug, you can subscribe to at youtube.com/AdamMcCullough. I did a video on there called No More Transfers, because Jose Mourinho was talking about how he would be happy with just one more. And I was thinking about the possibility where United don't sign anybody else this summer. We can see Lindelof and Lukaku there, but there's a possibility United don't sign anybody else. Jose Mourinho isn't the kind of guy to be making rush signings, to be making panic buys. And I believe he's got his players on the list. If he doesn't get 1, 2 or 3, I think he'll move on and he'll just be happy to go into the season with it. Now, Matic went quiet. United signed Lukaku and Matic went quiet. But it's gone louder again now. Everybody in England is reporting, saying that Chelsea owner Roman Abramovich has given the green light to Manchester United to sign Nemanja Matic. Now, I'm reading Sky Cavey, who is quite reliable, and he's saying, I could be wrong, but I'm told Juventus are much more interested in Nemanja Matic than Manchester United. But it could be a case that things have gone quiet recently, and now United are back on the scene. Nemanja Matic has been holding off for that move. Because look, it's obvious Nemanja Matic is going to leave Chelsea. He hasn't gone on the pre-season tour. So it's obvious he's going to leave Chelsea. That's obvious. But what isn't obvious is that Chelsea don't want him to, sorry, this is obvious as well. Chelsea don't want him to go to Man United. They want him to go to Italy. Inter Milan, Juventus are interested. So it may be a case that Juventus are more interested or doing more legwork to try and get Matic. But if Matic is more interested in Man United and Man United put the money in, then I think we'll get him. But having said that, the British press are reporting that United are going to get him for 50 million. A fee up to 50 million. Now, we've had a bid rejected for 35 apparently. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if it was around 40 million. But listen, Chelsea have been briefing the press a lot recently to try and seem like they're doing better than they have been in the press. Now, they briefed the press that they got Morata for 60 million. He ended up going for closer to 75 million. And now they've obviously briefed the press about Matic and Abramovich giving him the green light. So it seems to me they would have briefed the press a higher figure, hoping that it looks like they got one over on Man United. But look, let's be honest. Transfer fees are inflated. We're buying a player that is in his peak years at the moment at 29. Well, he turns 29 in August. He's got 3 or 4 years left at the top. He's won 2 Premier League titles. He's in a position we really need. We need to sign someone for that position. And he's playing for one of our rivals. He knows the manager. The price is bound to be high. Now, whether it's 40 million, 50 million, I'm not going to cry about it. Now, what really does my head in, when you get morons on the Twitter saying, we could spend 40 million on Fabinho. Why are we spending 50 million on Matic? First of all, don't believe everything you read. And second of all, Fabinho isn't going to leave Monaco. If Fabinho was going to leave, he would have left by now. And how do you know Fabinho is available for 40 million? Are you in the negotiations, are you? Do you know what his release clause is? Why do people on Twitter act more clever than people that are in the game? Jose Mourinho, Ed Woodward. Those guys are going to be trying to make deals happen. Do you think if Jose Mourinho knows there's a better player than Matic available and he's cheaper, he wouldn't get him? Are you like that stupid to think that sometimes? I'm not on about you like in the comments. I'm on about these people that say that, we could do this, that with that money. No, you can't, so shut up. You're sat at home, behind your phone, tweeting bullshit. So allow it. Now look, let's look at Nemanja Matic. There are players better than him, central defensive midfielders better than Matic, obviously. But Matic has his benefits. Now I've seen some people today commenting saying, he has no pace. He's a central defensive midfielder. How much pace has Michael Carrick got? Has he got loads of pace, has he? Because he hasn't to me. So, why does a central midfielder need loads of pace to sit in front of the defence and mop everything up? Nemanja Matic has won 2 Premier League titles. He's played under Mourinho. Mourinho trusts him. He's in his peak years. And regardless of the price, thank God it's not in the Glazers' coffers. He's coming to Man United and I think he's an improvement on what we have. He's an alternative to Michael Carrick. And at the age that he is at 29, it also means he isn't going to stand in the way of the youngsters like Timothy Fosu-Mensah, Andreas Pereira, who may have hopes of playing in that central defensive midfield. So, I think people need to be a little bit realistic. He may not talk about, we may not sign the player that you really, really, really want. We may not sign the player that you really, really, really want. But then you don't use that against the players that we do sign. If your opinion is, I don't think the Matic is good enough for us. Fair enough, that's your opinion. But get behind him. Jose Mourinho is obviously signing him for a reason. Get behind him. How many players has Jose Mourinho's signings got wrong this season? This at Man United? None. He signed Zlatan. Was that a failure? He signed Bailly. Is that a failure? He signed Mkhitaryan. Is that a failure? He signed Pogba. Is that a failure? He signed Lindelof. Can't judge him yet, but he looks alright. And he signed Lukaku. He isn't going to fail. So some of you lot need to shut your mouths, tweeting bullshit. And some of you lot in here are legends anyway, so I know you lot know sense. Because you watch Full Time Devils, we break it down properly here. We try and give you the truth. So, when you look at Jose's signings, all I have to say in the end is, trust them. Trust them. And all over the press tomorrow, Chelsea's briefing to the press that Roman Abramovich has allowed Matic to join Man United. Now, if he comes in, I'm happy with that. Anyway, guys, I've been moaning a little bit today because people on Twitter talking shit really does wind me up. But anyway, it's been nice chatting to you guys today. On a positive note, I'm feeling really confident about this Man United side. Jose Mourinho is building a team here. We've got pace, we've got youth, we've got potential, we've got ability, we've got a little bit of experience, but we need a little bit more. That's why he's targeting the likes of Matic. That's why he's targeting the likes of Perisic, because they've got a bit of experience. We need to bring the average age up a little bit in certain places. Although, when you look all over the pitch and you look at Lukaku, Pogba, Martial, say it again. When you look at Rashford, Lingard, Herrera, say it again. Bailey, Lindelof, say it again. De Gea, all these players that are between like 18, 19 to 23, 24. Luke Shaw. We've got such a fantastic squad at this moment in time. We just need 1 or 2 more signings and we're going to smash it. Everyone expecting every signing to be a marquee signing. Get your heads right. Get your heads right. Because not every signing is going to be a marquee signing. And that is facts. We're going to sign what we need. Jose Mourinho gets things right in his second season. Everybody knows that. And don't compare me to them Arsenal fans. Because I'm backing the manager here. I'm not getting on his case like some of these Twitter warriors. So back the manager. Support him. He hasn't got a signing wrong yet. And we're moving in the right direction. Confidence is high. So let's keep it going. Keep the faith, guys. This has been Full Time Devils. This has been tomorrow's transfers today. And I've got to say, yeah, the press know absolutely nothing. I wouldn't be surprised if a huge signing come out of somewhere. But I don't think we need a marquee signing. And those that want a marquee signing, what the hell was Romelu Lukaku at 75 million if that wasn't a marquee signing? Anyway, I'm going to miss. I'm getting out of here now. I think I've gone on a little bit too much. But like, share and subscribe to Full Time Devils. We are the best fan channel around. The best Man United fan channel around. We're the best Man United channel around. I've been watching MUTV. And if you take away those live games that they have, our coverage knocks it out of the park. So, anyway, on that note, I've been Adam McCullough. This has been Full Time Devils. Subscribe, like and share. Subscribe to Full Time Devils. Subscribe to youtube.com/Adam McCullough. I'm out of here.